So we'll continue with our conversions, and today we're going to look at converting temperature. So from degrees Celsius to degrees Fahrenheit, or degrees Fahrenheit to degrees Celsius. All right. If you want to go from F to C, Fahrenheit to Celsius, this is the formula you're going to use. C for degrees Celsius equals 5/9 multiplied by your degrees or your temperature in Fahrenheit minus 32. Now, when you're doing the order of operations here, what would you do first? The brackets, that's right. So you take your temperature in Fahrenheit and subtract 32, and then you would multiply by 5 and divide by 9. Fair? Here is an example. Convert -4 degrees Fahrenheit 2 degrees Celsius. The formula we need to use looks like this. C, the temperature in degrees Celsius, is equal to 5/9, 5/9, left bracket, and it's your temperature in Fahrenheit minus 32. Can anyone tell me what the temperature I start with in Fahrenheit is? And I'm going to fill that right in here. So this would now say 5/9 left bracket -4 minus 32. Do your brackets first. What's -4 minus 32? It's -36. Now what do I do? Multiply by 5. Okay, cool. 5 30s would be 150, and 5 6s are 30. That would give me -180 over 9 times 1. That would be 9. So I multiply top by top, bottom by bottom. Does anyone know what -180 divided by 9 is? -20. And I would write degrees Celsius. That is my final answer. Another way to do this, some people are quick, and they would see that -36 divided by 9 would leave a 4. This would be a 1. And then they just, sorry, it'd be a -4. And then they end up going 5 times -4, -20 degrees Celsius. Perfectly fine. The answer is the same either way you cut it. All right? That's the formula, 5/9 multiplied by F minus 32 when you're converting Fahrenheit to degrees Celsius. So I'm going to pause it here. Back in. So checking back in, here we go. I'm going to fill 78 degrees Celsius in for, or sorry, degrees Fahrenheit in for F. In the next line, you'll see 78 minus 32 leaves 46. In the next line, you'll see 5 times 46 is 230. 9 times 1 is 9. 230 over 9, 25.55 degrees Celsius. 25.6 degrees Celsius. It didn't say where to round. Cool? So that's how you go from Fahrenheit to Celsius. When you go in the opposite direction, there's a separate formula. So the next two examples will go from Celsius to Fahrenheit. If you want to figure out the total in Fahrenheit, or the temperature in Fahrenheit, you do 9/5 times the temperature in Celsius, and you add 32. Okay, here's the formula. Celsius to Fahrenheit. The temperature in Fahrenheit is equal to 9/5 times the temperature in Celsius plus 32. And no brackets in this one, so you'd actually multiply, then divide first before you add the 32. Order of operations. Okay, if we flip over, here's our first example. Now look at, they're giving me the temperature in Celsius. They want me to calculate the temperature in Fahrenheit. What was the formula in Fahrenheit? 9/5 times C, And then what did I add? 32. Once again, I am going to fill that value in for what? F or C? X degrees Celsius, I got to fill it in for C. So here we go. F, the temperature in Fahrenheit, is going to equal 9/5. I'll fill a 39 in there. And then I'll add 32. What order should I do that in? I multiply first, 9 39s. So 9 times 40 would be 360. I'd have to subtract one group of 9. That would leave 351. And 5 times 1 would give me 5. What should I do first? Should I add the 32 to the 351? No, I should divide the 351 by 5. Close to 70. 70.2 is what it is. And then I add 32, and I end up with 102.2. What are the units? What do I need to write? Degrees with an F. Okay, that's my final answer. Good with that? Then there's an example for you to try on the next page or on the next slide. You should have it in front of you in your notes. Okay, you will get these formulas on your assessments. The next example looks like the following. Convert 14 degrees Celsius to Fahrenheit. So F is equal to 9/5 times the temperature in Celsius plus 32. I'll pause the video again and let you work it out. Okay, next line I'm going to fill the 14 degrees Celsius in for C. 9 14s, that's 90 and 36. It gives me 126. So the next line should say 126 divided by 5 plus 32. I divide first. 126 divided by 5 is 25.2. 25.2 plus 32 is the 57.2 degrees Fahrenheit that you told me. Make sure to include the units. Last question, last example. It's just presented in the form of a word problem, but you're still converting degrees Celsius to degrees Fahrenheit, or it could be degrees Fahrenheit to degrees Celsius. Where do they use degrees Fahrenheit? In the US, that's right. Okay, their temperatures are always measured in Fahrenheit. You might see it on your stove or your oven. Okay, if you're cooking at home and you set the temperature to 350 degrees, that's 350 degrees Fahrenheit. While traveling in the U.S., Jennifer and Richard are concerned because their daughter Isabella has a temperature of 40 degrees Celsius. That's high. She's running hot. So they take her to a medical clinic. The nurse takes Isabella's temperature on the Fahrenheit scale. What will Isabella's temperature be in degrees Fahrenheit? So in this case, I'm looking for the temperature in Fahrenheit. So is it the 5/9 times C minus 32, or is it the 9/5? It's 9/5 times C, eraser, plus 32. What am I filling in for C? I'm filling a 40. F is equal to 9 over 5 times 40 plus 32. Now in this case, 5 goes into 40 an even number of times. Watch me do this. I can work with smaller numbers. What's 40 divided by 5, guys? 8. What's 9 times 8? 72 plus 32. 104 degrees Fahrenheit. She's burning up. Okay, that's warm. Any issues, concerns? All right, you can go to work on your sheet. 10 minutes.